Hey y'all, I'm Andrew Lampert. I'm going to be giving my speech tonight to y'all. Before I begin, I'm going to pass out some notes. So for y'all, there's just some statistics on what we're going to be going over tonight. One for you, one for you, two for you ladies. Alright, let me start off with May 14th, 2010. It was my junior year. We were about to wrap up the year, and May 13th, that night, two of my friends went out and they were drinking. And they were just driving home. They were less than a mile from their house. They lived in Stone Creek and they were on a little dirt road. And swerved, went in the ditch. They both got ejected from the vehicle. And one of them died instantly. He got ejected and hit a tree. And the other one, he got ejected and he walked around looking for him, asking, "Where's Perry?" And in the action of doing that, he ended up hurting himself worse and had to get life flighted. He ended up dying later that day. So I woke up to the news that morning and went to school, and I had first block with us. We were all just a big group of friends. So I went to first block, and we were all sitting in there, and it was a really emotional, solemn day. We were all talking about it, and then we got the news that our other friend Justin had died, and it was a tragedy. And you know, it's something that high school kids do. They don't really think much about it. It's just drinking. But it tore a lot of lives apart that day, and their parents never got to see them again. And to them, it was just a harmless act, but to us, it was just something that we still feel the ripples from. And it's just something that is considered so small, but just can really be such a big issue, and it is in America today. And a lot of people ask why. What's the big deal with underage drinking? Why is it such an issue? Well, for one, it's boredom. It's peer pressure. It's not having anything else to do, so kids just want to do it. They want to fit in. So that kind of messed me up. I had that summer, and a year later, I graduated, and me and actually a lot of the same guys, we decided that we're going to go out that night to the bar and celebrate. And that's another thing alcohol gets abused in is kind of a celebration. You know, we all wanted to go out and we all wanted to drink. So we all go out to the bar and we drink, and I was 18 at the time, and I was leaving the bar, and I got in trouble, and I got arrested for underage drinking, and it cost me a lot of money, and I got in a lot of trouble over it. And I should have learned my lesson then. I should have known after what happened I should have done it. But it's just one of those things that kids still do today that shouldn't be done, but it's just such a big issue. And it's one of those things like with tradition, like prom, homecoming, spring break. It's something that a lot of kids do that shouldn't be done, but yet they do it anyway. So some little facts that I actually learned while doing this is research indicated that with alcohol, a lot more risk-taking and sensation-seeking behavior is associated with alcohol, such being people drink and engage in risky sexual behavior, driving when they know they shouldn't be driving, which can possibly lead to death, DUIs, lots of money, or heartache for your parents, either way you look at it. One of statistics that actually blew me away is drowning is the leading cause of death for youth and adolescents, and 40 to 50% of all male drownings among those are alcohol related. So you can picture your college guys around a pool, or even high school guys just drinking around a pool, being stupid. Hey guys, watch this. Jump in the pool, you lose coordination, you drown, just being stupid. And that's just another problem with underage drinking. Another big factor with underage drinking is the brain doesn't actually fully develop until you're 21 to 22 years old, which is of course above the drinking age. So a smaller percentage of alcohol actually hurts you more than a larger percentage of alcohol when you're older. So drinking a smaller percentage younger still has an adverse effect on your brain and can affect how you mature into an adult, actually. So, you know, I got in my trouble in Remington, and then I learned my lesson for the most part. Well, then my brother decided he wants to go to Remington, and he wanted to leave and get in a car, drive, got in a wreck, didn't hurt himself, just got in a wreck, hit a pole. As he was getting pulled over, didn't even realize he was getting pulled over, so then he got out of the car, started walking off, didn't even realize that there was a cop behind him, which is not normal. That just shows how bad alcohol can affect your senses, and it's just something that can affect you that adversely shouldn't be abused by the percentage of the population that's being abused by. Some drinking and driving statistics. 1,249 fatalities in 2011. I know 2 of those were some of my close friends who I went to elementary school with, which that sounds like a high number, but it's actually declining. The record high number is 5,215, and that was in 1982. And since 1991, there's actually been a 51% drop, and that's due to now in every 50 states and Washington, D.C., there's a 21 and over drinking age, and that was passed because Congress said that they wouldn't provide funds for states anymore for highways if they didn't raise the drinking age, which they have, and now it has adversely affected the underage drinking. So, I'll end with an interesting fact. 1 in 10 teens in high school has admitted to drinking and driving in the past 30 days, which is just incredibly scary. That 1 out of every 10, if you figure if there's 30 kids in the class, you know 3 of them have been drinking and driving in the past 30 days, and I just think that's a scary statistic. So, I hope y'all can walk away from this tonight taking something from it, and hopefully if you know somebody who is underage drinking, maybe you can share some of this knowledge with them and pass it on, and maybe you can change something in their life before it's too late. Thank you.